What's up guys, Mickle here, and the SEC's corruption just never seems to end. In this video, I want to share with you something brand new that John Deaton just found that exposes the SEC, Bill Hinman, and the Ethereum free pass on a whole nother level. The SEC has been trying to cover its own tracks for the entirety of this Ripple SEC case. What John Deaton exposes here is really going to show that when the SEC brought this case against Ripple, they had absolutely no intentions of protecting the retail investor and simply brought the case to push their own internal agendas. Make sure you guys stick around for this. You are not going to want to miss it. We also have some new Ripple SEC news to go over. A lot of the different lawyers on Twitter have had some more time to really examine John Deaton's most recent motion to the court, where he tried to get involved to represent XRP holders on why XRP has independent utility outside of the company Ripple. In this video, I want to go over what some of these different lawyers are saying, because this is a very big deal for this case going forward and is essential to proving to the court that XRP is not a security of Ripple. Last of all, at the end of the video, I want to talk about Ripple's escrow. I just saw an extremely interesting article that really breaks down Ripple's escrow. I want to talk about whether it makes sense for Ripple to burn their entire XRP escrow. This is an idea that often gets floated around the XRP community, and I want to break it down for you guys, let you know exactly what I think about it, because I think it's important for all of you guys to see. Make sure to stick around till the end of the video to see that. Like always, if you guys are new to this channel or come here all the time, please take a second to hit the like and subscribe button down below. It goes such a long way in helping this channel grow, and it really does mean so much to me. If you guys are ever looking for a good place to buy some XRP, make sure to check out the link in the description below. With that said though, let's jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy the content. Real quick guys, if you sign up with MOO-MOO right now using the link in the description below, you will win 6 free stocks. Each one could be worth up to $1,000, so make sure to check that out if you want some free stocks. So guys, I had to start out with this because this was hilarious. Stuart Alderoty, the head legal expert at Ripple, was responding to Gary Gensler on Twitter and absolutely dismantled him. Gary Gensler tweeted out, "We have rules in our capital markets to safeguard against market integrity and protect against fraud and manipulation. If a company builds a crypto market that protects investors and meets the standards of our market regulations, people will be more likely and have greater confidence to invest into that market." So this was just a quick blurb that Gary Gensler actually attached to a 3-minute video that he put out on Twitter. I'm not going to make you guys watch the video because honestly, it might make you want to throw up. But in that video, he essentially compared the idea that right now cryptocurrency markets not being registered with the SEC is like trying to say that drivers of electric cars shouldn't have to wear a seatbelt. He's essentially trying to call out the fact that because in his mind cryptocurrencies look like securities, then they should have to register with the SEC just like other securities, and that was kind of the whole point of his 3-minute video. Well, Stuart Alderoty actually responded to him, and Stuart Alderoty did not like that comparison at all. Stuart Alderoty tweeted out, "I would rethink the logic of saying that crypto markets have to succumb to SEC's jurisdiction because, like you said in your example, that's like saying drivers of electric cars don't need seatbelts. It's actually more like punishing electric car drivers because they don't use SEC owned and controlled gas stations." So this was absolutely savage by Stuart Alderoty, and he exposes a huge gap in Gary Gensler's logic and really just tears apart Gary Gensler's whole argument on why these different cryptos should be registered with the SEC. Gary Gensler is trying to say that these cryptos should be registered with the SEC because they are securities and all securities are registered. But Stuart Alderoty is pointing out the very obvious fact that it's not clear to anyone that these cryptocurrencies are securities. So Stuart Alderoty is pointing out that Gary Gensler is saying that cryptos should be registered with the SEC because other securities are registered with the SEC is like saying that electric cars should use traditional gas stations because prior cars also use those gas stations. It is a great example that really puts Gary Gensler's whole agenda, his whole narrative on blast. The point that Stuart Alderoty is making is so simple, but something Gary Gensler refuses to accept. It's that no one really thinks that cryptocurrencies are securities. The only person who really thinks this is Gary Gensler, and he's trying to push this agenda because he wants control over the whole crypto space. This is a huge flaw in Gary Gensler's argument, and it's becoming more obvious that a lot of different members of the government tend to agree with Stuart Alderati. That's why the CFTC is gaining more control of this market every single day. Gary Gensler has failed to prove to anyone that cryptocurrencies themselves are inherently securities. And I think the current Ripple SEC case is going to go even further to prove to everyone in the world that XRP and other cryptos similar to it are not in fact securities, and he has been wrong all along on this issue. So I want to move on and talk about something pretty big that just happened in the Ripple SEC case, and that was the fact that Judge Torres actually decided to let John Deaton stay in this case and argue why XRP has independent utility outside of the company Ripple to the court. Jeremy Hogan did an excellent video on this issue the other day and exposed something that is so critical for everyone to understand. One of the most shocking parts about John Deaton's filing to the court was when he exposed the corruption going on at the SEC through Bill Hinman and the Enterprise Ethereum Alliance. This was something not a lot of people expected John Deaton to be able to get into this ruling, but Jeremy Hogan actually talked about the reason why he was able to do it, and that was because the SEC attacked him first. Because the SEC attacked John Deaton was able to speculate on why the SEC attacked him so hard, and because of that, he was able to bring up the work he was doing to expose the corruption going on at the SEC with Bill Hinman. Ashley Prosper called this a 4D chess move, and I could not agree with her anymore. This was a 4D chess move by John Deaton because it's going to go such a long way in helping prove to the court why the SEC actually gave Ethereum a free pass and brought this case against XRP. For someone who doesn't know a lot about cryptocurrencies and someone who has even the slightest amount of trust in the SEC, if they heard about what's going on in this case, they would assume that Ethereum had something fundamentally different to it, and that's why the SEC decided to say it was a commodity and decided instead to attack XRP. But what John Deaton did here by exposing the Bill Hinman corruption going on at the SEC, he exposed that there was actually ulterior motives going on at the SEC when they gave the Ethereum free pass and brought this case against XRP. Because of this is going to go such a long way in proving to the court that this entire case is bogus, and the SEC really doesn't have any standards for what it calls not a security and what it calls a security. This is a huge issue for the SEC because it just got proven to the court that the reason the SEC was pushing this lawsuit to start with and trying to say XRP was a security was for corrupt reasons. The SEC has some huge problems going forward, and it does not help that John Deaton won't stop. He just exposed a brand new email that shows that even after the ethics office told Bill Hinman that he was barred from ever talking to Simpson Thacher again because it presented a serious financial conflict of interest at a criminal level, even after he was told that by the ethics office, he still met with Simpson Thacher, where he helped different Chinese companies dealing with Ethereum and Bitcoin mining go public on the US market. Guys, this literally could not look worse for Bill Hinman and the SEC. Just when you think things can't get worse, John Deaton pulls up some new corruption that literally exposes the fact the SEC brought this case against Ripple to slow them down and try to promote Ethereum. I have no idea how the SEC plans to get around this, especially now that the court knows about these conflicts of interest. It is obvious to anyone that the whole reason that the SEC brought this BS case was because they were heavily financially incentivized to promote Ethereum. Last of all, guys, I want to talk about Ripple's XRP escrow and whether or not we as the XRP community should want to burn the XRP in that escrow. I want to kind of spoil the surprise here. Guys, it is a horrible idea, but I want to break down for you exactly why it's such a bad idea, because for some people it's really hard to understand. So Andrew Zell tweeted out this earlier today. Bob Way on why Ripple holding so much XRP is critical in making XRP the global bridge currency. In his linked tweet, the patent, the mechanism to make this happen. Now ask yourself, are they waiting to implement this? He discovered this years ago. And let's take a look at exactly what Bob Way, who is a very interesting XRP community member, had to say about the escrow. The happy part of the accident, and the accident was Ripple not actually selling all the XRP earlier on, is that in his opinion, without the reserve of XRP to draw on, it would be impossible to force XRP into the position of a global bridge currency asset. So curiously, I think Ripple holding that much XRP is critical to XRP's success. It also means that other crypto systems that attempt to become a global bridge currency will fail for lack of leverage necessary to displace existing bridge currencies. So guys, this is a very interesting statement. What he is saying is that it is absolutely critical for Ripple to have a war chest of XRP for XRP to reach its full-fledged potential as a global bridge asset. And that's because in order for XRP to be a global bridge asset, Ripple needs to be able to incentivize the largest institutions in the world to start adopting XRP at this level. Guys, that does not mean that XRP can't succeed without Ripple. It sure can. It can succeed in every way it could without Ripple. But Ripple holding XRP in its reserves, Ripple having a war chest of XRP is going to bolster the system and drive adoption at such a faster and more significant rate when it comes to the largest institutions in the entire world. Guys, these institutions are not cryptocurrency savvy. They don't know how to integrate XRP directly into their payments flow. Guys, these large institutions are not crypto savvy. They do not how to Guys, these institutions are not cryptocurrency savvy. They do not know how to use XRP to transform their payment systems. I'm sure they could if they spent enough time, but Ripple can help that happen instantaneously and seamless. Ripple's war chest of XRP is critical to XRP becoming the most important asset in the entire world because Ripple is going to help that adoption happen. So when it comes to burning Ripple's XRP, do I think it is a good move? Absolutely not. I want Ripple to have as much XRP as they need to make XRP the most dominant asset in the entire world, and I fully understand that XRP can be dominant without Ripple, but having a $15 billion behemoth of a company help driving its adoption, and if they need XRP to help that adoption happen, I will let them have as much XRP as they need to help make that happen. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. It means so much. And for now, Mickle out.